Greetings, Samurai! Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we venture forth into worlds, into realms very much well-travelled at this point. Hail to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. And also, if you are watching in the YouTube archives, hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel. If you enjoy this, well, VOD, I suppose, then hopefully you'll consider liking it, leaving a comment, maybe even subscribing to the channel. It all certainly helps us out. As for those of you joining us live here on twitch.tv/GuardEzio, welcome. For those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth across the streets of Nagasugai, or no, that was Kiryu's. Some random place in Japan that I will eventually learn the name of, and basically spent the entire time speaking to a hostess. And that's pretty much what we're going to do moving forward, apart from the fact that we can't progress the hostess until the hostess rings us on our mobile telephone thing to do many things. Basically a date where we walk around, I do some very bad voice acting, and then we go and have a cabaret club mission where we get to gacha drink and then talk some more. It's going to be a riveting stream, I can assure you of that. But anyway, with that said, also, Purple Hood, welcome. Also, before I forget, I also need to quickly hit a restart on the bot, which I'll do now. And with that said, come join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is Yakuza 5 Remastered. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the PlayStation is turned on and ready to go, even if I'm holding the controller on. There we go, turned on and ready to go. So, let's go, shall we? Oh. No. No Discord notification. Weird. GuardEzio has arrived, indeed. And apart from I'm not a Sith, my eyes are the wrong colour. There we go. Oh, we also finished leveling up some of the weapons, which is good. Now we're going to do some more leveling of weapons. This time, heavy two-handed objects, or light two-handed objects, one of the two. You would be a Sith, though. Sith are more fun compared to Jedi. I'd probably be a Jedi, to be honest. Maybe, possibly. Actually, no, I'd probably be more of a Sith because... No, I'd be a Grey. I'd be a Grey Jedi, because at least then I could keep the waifu and I'm not murdering people. Yes. For those of you completely nonplussed, this afternoon there was no... Oh, my luck is terrible today. This afternoon there was no stream, for I was at an all-day orchestra rehearsal, and one of the pieces we were rehearsing for a concert in September in the Tung Auditorium in Liverpool, if you so wish to get some of the few remaining tickets, no shilling here, it is 100 years of cinema, of which one of them is Star Wars. Yes. So, Han Solo. Yeah, sure, go with that. Oh, Sinead-san, it's Sham. Yeah, Sham. What's going on? Everything okay? I just felt like seeing you, Sinead-san. Would you care to go on a date now? Date? Absolutely. Ah, there we go. The bot's finally woken up as well. Rather, the Discord's finally woken up. Wonderful. Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the base of the TV tower. Oh, the TV tower. Got it. No, I'll be right there. All Spud Solutions, welcome. Ain't seen you for a while, mate. Ezio can be Kyle Katarn, Han Solo with a lightsaber. I like the idea of this. We'll go with that. Don't keep me waiting too long. Please come. It's Sinead. He will be there instantaneously. Also, conveniently, we are literally right next to the TV tower. I may have accidentally knocked that chap down the stairs as well. Sorry, he's... you saw nothing. Now, she said at the base of the TV tower, so does that mean she's somewhere around here? Yep, there she is. Ah, pretty blonde. How could I miss her? Hello. Where is he? I am literally stood in front of you. Hello. I am Sinead. Oh, Sinead-san. Sorry to keep you waiting.
会いたかったわ。
I've been looking forward to seeing you. I thought we could talk a bit more. Would you mind walking with me? Yeah, sure. Let's go. Oh, yes, it's one of these. It's a nice change of pace to stroll around the town like this. I typically drive to the places I want to go. Oh, come on! Oh, piffle. Hailman 10, welcome. Right. Give me measurement. Oh, fine. Let me find the timer on my phone. I don't even know why I've just taken it off charge. I can just have it on this side of the desk. Right. It has been a while, so let's see if I can remember how to actually do the Majima voice. Yes, wait. Yes, I get what you mean. I mean, not that I drive a car or anything. I'm usually just running around trying to meet deadlines, though there was that time that I drove a garbage truck into the side of a very upper-class brothel. Oh, and the other time where I nearly squished Kiryu flat like a bug with that pink dump truck I got from my construction company. But apart from those 2 times... So, you don't get the opportunity to slow down and take in the sights much either, do you? Oh, plus, there's nothing but buildings in this part of town, most of which were designed by my construction firm. Did I mention I own a construction firm? The greenery of this park is also kind of relaxing. Oh, there's the lottery. I need to visit there later. We have a small garden at home. The flowers aren't in bloom right now, unfortunately. But come spring, it is rather quite lovely. Well, I'd love to see it. Single-family homes with their own gardens must be nice. Unfortunately, according to the devs of this game, I've unfortunately died. So this will have to wait until sometime in the future. What do you mean you died, Majima-san? Don't you have a game of your own to go and play as a pirate in? Anyway, I shall show you some pictures sometime. I take plenty of photos, especially of Kiryu-chan, so you can see the garden in all 4 seasons. Hey, that sounds rather nice. I'd like to see it firsthand, too. Oh my, you want to come to my house? Oh, it'll be a blast. I really won't, wait. It really won't be worth your while to visit right now, though. You'll have to wait until spring. Oh, that's no big deal. It was a stupid thing for me to say anyway. I'll be sure to bring you some pictures so you can see it instead. I do hope you'll like them. I ain't really interested in gardens. I'm more interested in Kiryu-chan. That's right. The other day, I was walking around here and there was a bit of trouble. Apparently, a man looking like Kiryu-chan, but wasn't Kiryu-chan, was trying to get some people to pay him some money. Unfortunately, he didn't get very far before I circle-kicked him through the nearest wall with my epic breakdancing skills. Oh, you still know how to breakdance, do you, Majima-san? Well, that is a marvelous endeavor. I do remember those days in Sotombore. Oh, so very fun, apart from that time I ended up helping the taxman create more tax rules for Japan. But we'll gloss over that one.
Yes, I also came across an older woman who was lost. Thankfully, it wasn't the Libertarian. She wasn't wearing a leopard print jumper. I wonder if that old bag is still alive. Oh, I'm sure she's probably dead by now. I think you're quite right, Majima-san. Oh, I know I'm quite right. I mean, how many years has it been? About 20? No, the old crone's probably long since dead. Anyway, I naturally approached this woman who wasn't the Libertarian and offered to help her find her way. But it turned out that I didn't know the way to go either, or the way she was heading, or why she was stood on her head. So instead I wasn't able to give her the direction she needed and kicked her down the nearest manhole cover. You kick her down a manhole cover, Kiryu-san. Majima-chan. Strange French woman, do you know this neighborhood? Why kick her down a manhole cover? I don't know, because she killed my parrot. Either way, I'm a local, and it's embarrassing to not know these things. Well, perhaps you should explore more, Majima-san. You never know how much about a place until you live in it. But how would I go about doing something and becoming more knowledgeable of this town? Well, just pretend that you're trying to help Kiryu-san learn how to fight again. Majima, I believe you mean Kiryu-chan. Yes, you're quite right, Majima. I do mean Kiryu-chan. But either way, you can't make the point of checking out a new place each week. Or you should probably make a point of checking out a place each week, like hiding under a traffic cone, or hiding under a manhole cover. Be careful of that old lady you kicked down there. She might be a bit angry. You're quite right. I never thought of that. I shall bear it in mind. Maybe you could try going wherever the old lady was trying to get to. I'm assuming you can find it. That's a good idea, Majima-san. I've always been curious about it myself. We shall see. Perhaps I could drive a garbage truck into it this time. Or maybe a tank. Good luck finding a tank around here, Majima-san. Why, thank you, Majima-san.
Oh, so that's 5 minutes. I was just having a lot of fun there. Was that entire conversation unhinged? Very probably. But, eh. Hey, old Railspawn, welcome. And sorry to cut the date short, Shannon, but just not really feeling it with the sudden voice change, Shannon.
Not sorry to cut the date short, Majima, but I'm really feeling it with the voice change, Majima. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to go and hunt down Kiryu-san instead. I believe you mean Kiryu-chan, Majima. Yes, you're quite right, Kiryu-chan. But unfortunately, I'm dead. Yes, you are quite. I was murdered, you know. Yes, I believe you were. Oh, well, what a blow for you. Yes, it was a bit. But unfortunately, it wasn't in a massive explosion. Why? Because you disarmed the bomb wrong again? Yes, unfortunately, but it's fine because Sinead is going to take over from me. Ah, marvelous. It is, isn't it?
Okay, no, I'm going to stop there. I'm having far too much fun with that voice. Right, no, onwards. I miss playing as Majima, I really do.
This neighborhood hasn't changed so much. Oh, this neighborhood hasn't changed so much. Yeah, the Ferris wheel wasn't here when I first came to Nagoya. You know, the office building my father worked at when I was in high school was around here.
Was it?
Where does he work now? Well, several years ago, the office was relocated to somewhere else. It's no longer in Kenichiko. I see. Well, I'm glad my job doesn't do the whole transferring thing, though I do wish I could travel to other cities on business. You're quite fond of your job, aren't you, Shinada-san? Sure am. May not be what I dreamed doing when I was a kid, but it's kind of a dream come true in a totally different way. Dreams, you say? I somehow doubt my own dream is ever going to come true. On chance. Huh? What was that? Did something happen?
Why is a Sherlock Holmes cosplayer taking photos of us? Queen and Armistice Day, 2 minutes silence after that. Not to remember anything but to just process. Oh, come on, chat. It wasn't that bad, sure.
Hey, you! What are you doing? What the world was that about? Who was that just now? I don't know. Nobody I know. Don't you? I don't think. You know him, Sion-chan? No, I didn't recognize him. I might have probably recognized him if I saw him before, but, you know. Maybe he was just taking photos of the scenery. And when I snapped at him, he got spooked and took that. Had a great time. Thank you for taking me out today. Hey, anytime you want. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the club again.
Yay, B rank.
I visited an old school friend today. She lives in a big Western-style house that reminded me of my grandmother's home. Her twin babies are just the cutest little things. Her husband's in the US on business, but she looked very content with her life.
You want a baby? Anyway, right, well, I suppose we'll go to the club and do some more hostess stuff. No, actually, instead, there's a bicycle here and there's some chap shouting at me. Look, you can shout at me all you like. But if you're not going to come out and fight me, why even bother? It's just a lot of processing 10 minutes into the... to process 10 minutes into the stream. So basically, you need to be more drunk. I agree. Ah, Victory Road qualifier. Oh. Oh, hang on, I'll use this then. That was quick. Oh, I wish. And again, maybe I should be more cautious about saying stuff like that on the channel. After all, with the rise of the AI, who knows? Perhaps I'll end up getting myself shadow banned or something. With Twitch saying, this Ezio person, he's trying to get his viewers drunk. Ban him! Oh, but that girl in a hot tub is perfectly innocent. Raise her status! What's that? You are an online cult worshipping a box of spaghetti, calling it the Great Spaghetti Monster of Cthulhu. That seems perfectly innocent. We shall allow it. Good lord, that person's playing a game with women in it! Oops! We cannot allow this on our Christian platform. Ban them! This is how I imagine the seniors at Twitch operate. After the AI overlords had booted them from the nearest window and claimed themselves to be the gods of the internet age. Or something like that. Anyway, let's talk to a hostess. It's been a long day, by the way. There we go. Maybe we'll finally get that platinum card, though I suspect I'm... Oh, never mind. Instead, we're going to get a very... There we go. We have the fancy card. Thank you. Does this actually do anything? The amount of money we spend or... No, okay. Well, considering my luck today is awful, I suspect I'm not going to get the platinum card. I won an Italian woman's watch. Marvelous. I think you look dapper. Oh, me or Sinead? I won a Best Dress award recently, you know. Actually, I did. The orchestra I'm in had their summer social. I didn't make it. I was streaming at the time. But yes, apparently they also had an awards evening. And one of the awards was Best Dressed, which I won. And then was awarded the next time I was at rehearsal. There was a photo, but it's not surfaced, so I assume I just looked awful in it. Which is ironic when you consider that it was the Best Dressed award. But anyway. You fool. You know, by Edwardian standards, I would be quite scandalous sat here. For I have my braces on show, and they were considered as underwear. That's why gentlemen wore a waistcoat. I do not wear a waistcoat, not because I do not wish to wear my waistcoat, for fashion reasons, but instead because it is rather warm and I would be quite warm in my waistcoat. Also, I'm not sure how well it would go with the Yakuza jacket that I sometimes wear, but I mean, I suppose I could try it at some point. Don't know, I'll think about it. Well, I didn't realize you were in I didn't realize we were in Edwardian times, Doctor. We're not, as far as I know. So I really would have liked to go on an Edwardian ocean liner. Maybe not the Titanic, or the Britannic. Actually, the Britannic never actually got her ocean line fittings put in. She was turned into a war hospital ship before that point. I'd go on the Olympic. I wouldn't have minded going on the Olympic, apart from the fact that the dining saloon was exceedingly warm, considering this was early electricity, so the Edison light bulbs fitted inside it were very hot, and air conditioning did not exist. Though in terms of going for a refit, especially on the Titanic, I had a fantastic set of air vents. So rather than traditional cowl vents, which you just... The big things on the day... You've seen a Disney cartoon, Donald Duck cartoon. The big things on the top of the ship with like the curved hood that people hide in. Anyway, yes, they had some of those, but most of it was all like air vents. Scirocco, maybe? I think Scirocco. Fans. So it basically sucked cold Atlantic air and forced it down into the ship, where then the convection forced it back up. There were also portholes in the staterooms, so you just opened them. Assuming you had enough money to go second or first class, because third class was just... You were basically in a hostel. You were just in bunk beds and in the very bowels of the ship, etc., etc. Though personally, if I had the chance to go anywhere in an Olympic class ocean liner, it would be the engine room. The triple expansion steam engines. Also the steam turbine. Now that's some proper engineering. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent again. Amazing! A beautiful woman on the screen, and he talks about light bulbs and ships, and he wonders why we call him Top Hat. I thought it was because of my dapper appearance and my great enunciation of the English language. But yes, laugh it up, chat, fine. There is indeed she actually looks really sad at the moment. Oh, apparently, yes, I think I'm boring the poor lady. What was it? Do you remember the client I talked about the other day? What about him?
なんだい
実は母に求婚されたことを打ち明けたんですの。
Oh, I need to figure out what she's talking about. Oh, right, yes, I remember now. Really?
ええ、初めは喜んでくれたんですけれど、お相手のことを話したら途端に難色を示し始めて。
He does sound very bourgeoisie.
Huh?
Oh, come. Isn't he some big shot at some huge corporation? I figured that she'd be bouncing off a gilded rocker.
それが相手の家の
Forgotten his
客が
voice
ご立
again.
派すぎて心配だと言うんですのよ。
Oops.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you rich folks had any consideration that sort of thing for marriage.
結婚するだけならまだしも、その後も両家のお付き合いが続くとなると、どうしても問題が生じてきますから。
It can't be normal to go on dates with hostesses, right? Like, surely this isn't a thing that happens without paying an insane amount of money. I'm pretty sure there have been instances where hostesses and clients have just naturally hit it off and they've gone on dates as couples or something at great complexity. But yes, I suspect it's probably going to be one of those you have... I don't think it's like an upfront cost, but I suspect it's one of those things where you have to visit that particular hostess a lot and spend a lot of money with her, and then she'll go on a date with you. So yeah, it's like a subscription thing. It's not a case that you just fork over a bunch of money for the... Well, some of them probably do offer a dating service, but I think for some of them it's also a case, yeah, you have to be a repeat customer, and they'll eventually go on a date with you, because why not? Then there are the pink clubs. I forget the official name, but I remember it from Akiyama. And then I looked it up, and they were a subgenre of hostess club. So yes, like you can rent a girlfriend, but I would think that dating a hostess is out of the question. I think it's one of those things where it's probably frowned upon, but it's probably happened. But I think in those instances, given Japan, the hostess would probably resign in order for it, but I don't know. Either that or it'd have to be kept very hush-hush, because obviously it kind of breaks the illusion if the hostess has a boyfriend. Then again, Kiryu, some of the hostesses we visited as Kiryu have had boyfriends. And then there was that one who was trying to find a girlfriend. So it's entirely possible that that sort of thing can also happen.
Things will get pretty tense, I bet. Wait, you seriously gonna turn him down just because what your mother thinks?
それはわかりませんわ。
Why not?
だって母がいいと言ったら結婚しますし、ダメと言ったら結婚はできませんわ。
そっか。
I see. Well, you need to turn him down pronto. You can't leave the guy hanging like that.
いえ、母もまだ断ると言ってるわけではありませんから、そういう懸念があるというだけで。
さ。
Well, what do you want to do? Because all I'm hearing about was what your mother wants. to me like it's an excuse to just put off making the decision.
I'm trying to put it in. It would be like going to an adult club here and expecting to date the lap dancers. I'm sure people have done that as well. I'm trying to put it in a 2025 way, but not sound overly like an overly sensitive idiot. I know it's. You know what? I have got curious now. So, Japan dating a host. Could you date a Japanese host? Well, not the thing I was thinking of, but okay. Savvy Tokyo. Not all champagne and how did I meet a host? Many things to experience Japan. Oh well, apparently the journalist here dated a host, so sure. I live in Tokyo, met this girl, started hitting it off, we started dating, told me that she works at Kiyobara Hostess Club. Occasionally, the men may even take the girls outside of the club and elsewhere. Now I understand it's how sure. Sorry, give me a minute. Oh, yeah, no, it's, yeah, hostesses can date. It's one of those things that probably the manager, I suppose it's on a club-by-club basis. The manager may say, no, it's not allowed, some may be quite chill with it, so, yeah. For example, if it was Majima or Kiryu who were managing the club, they'd probably be quite chill with it. If it was, or Akiyama, for that matter, if it was someone scrupulous goit like some of the people we met in the hostess missions in Zero and Kiwami 2, then maybe not, but yeah. Suppose yeah, it depends. In the end, it comes down to people, don't it?
品田さんは本当に勘が鋭いのね。何でも見透かされてるみたいで気持ち悪いわ。
When it comes to sleeping with a hostess, then I suspect it's, well, I suppose if it's between consenting adults. But yes, I think there's a whole lot of grey areas involved in the whole hostessing thing. Thing is, I'd probably visit a hostess club, but at the same time I wouldn't trust myself visiting a hostess club because there is the risk of I just fall for the hostess, in which case pain. Or maybe I'm suffering from hedgehog dilemma, or whatever it's called. Or maybe I've just been watching too much Evangelion lately. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway,
I just got a knack for reading people. But if you really don't know, you should probably think about it a little harder.
はい。
just the general general advice being, don't date a hostess because you just never know. I don't know. I wouldn't completely put it out of the reaches, but in fairness, I don't live in Japan, so the chances of me dating a hostess are nil. Not unless I go on holiday to Japan, fall in love with a hostess, and then it's a long-distance relationship. But once again, I think there's a better chance of me winning tonight's lottery than that ever happening. So, you know. We all know you spend your weekends in Blackpool. No, I spend my weekends down the hello. Whoops.
最近
I missed a thing there. No, I spend my weekends down the docks in Liverpool playing mahjong to win the local fish and chip restaurant. How do you think I have all this money to spend on this live stream? Because I'm very bad at playing mahjong. Well, you don't want to wake up in a love hotel and have a Yakuza in the room. I've played enough Yakuza games to realize that there's more chance of that happening if I help an old lady struggling with her shopping than if I get chatting to a hostess. Won't be surprised if that was the case. What? The Yakuza in the room, or me playing mahjong down the Liverpool docks every weekend? Yes, I wasn't at an orchestra rehearsal today. This was just a cunning ploy to get out of the afternoon stream. No, my friends. I was down the shoot-eye ding-bat ruffle / mahjong parlor, playing many a game of mahjong in an attempt to win the Ras Bowls pub. I don't. Yeah. Ezio stealing old Asian women's money down the Liverpool docks. Oh, hardy ha 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 ha. No, I steal their financial assets. There is a difference. Then there was that incident with... Anyway, we'll gloss over that as I drop my controller for the third time in about 5 minutes. Oh, chat knows me too well, it seems. Anyway... No, I've just realised I've not... Yeah. That's... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh. That was smart. Good job, Ezio. What's the date? Oh. Oh, right. Early in the stream. Oop, I didn't read any of that. We're gonna have to now guess it off context. Classic Brit stealing culture items of value. We appropriated them fair and square in the name of the British Empire. I take photos, you know. Really? Yeah, what do you take photos of?
家からお店に来る途中の景色で何か気に入った瞬間があったとき、携帯を取り出して撮影してますわ。
Maybe she works for Mac and his blog. Street photography, huh? You must be quite good at the aesthetic scenes then.
品田さんは普段どんな写真を撮
Conveniently
ってらっ
hides
しゃるの？
all of the British Museum. Yes, those marbles from that Greece place. Yeah. I take pictures of people.
あら、ポートレートですの？それはそれで面白そうね。そういえば私、自分の写真なんて学校の卒業アルバム以来撮ってないわ。
You don't even have a photo with the club? Well, no, this is an obvious lie because your photo is on your business cards. And you're not a high school student in them. Not unless you, like, matured stupidly quickly and haven't aged a day since.
ええ、さすがにネットとかにアップされるのは問題がありますから。
The Elgin Marbles. Yes. Those ones. Yes, the ones that are continuously brought up and that the current government are probably going to hand back over to Greece at some point. I mean, we've handed over an entire island that was never actually owned by a bunch of people and now are paying rent on it. But, you know, glossing over that small fact because some done it again. Glossing over that small fact because some court recommended it. I'm waiting for them to hand over the Portlands at this point, to be honest, but there we go. I tell him how to skip it, to pronounce it, and he still skips it. How am I? You just said with a hard G. The Elgin marbles? Right. No, I'm just, yeah, right. Fine. This is the whole Burr incident all over again, isn't it?
Elgin.
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 Elgin. Elgin.
Elgin. Elgin.
Well, no, that's translated. Oh no, that's Latin to English.
Elgin.
I'm giving it the Latin pronunciation. That's what I've done. See? I was right if I was using a dead language. Oh dear.
Elgin.
Right, so it's Elgin in English,
Elgin.
but it's Elgin in Latin, which is not Greek. I think. There's some Greek in it. No, it was the Latin was a Roman thing. How's it pronounced in Greek then?
Elgin.
In Greek, it's the alien marbles. So, yeah, there are things. Yes. Yeah. And Sport has decided to start cooking bacon in chat. Right, marvellous. My tongue quivers.
Elgin.
Alien. We learn something new every day. Yes.
Elgin.
Actually, can you even hear that? I move that over here.
Elgin.
No, because then Google goes in front of it and I can't actually see what it does. What if... Sorry, I've now completely derailed the stream again for the sake of...
Elgin. Elgin.
Yes, no, it does actually show up. Sorry. Right, anyway, enough of me prattling around with random word pronunciations. Oh, dear. I've gone completely sidetracked again, haven't I? It doesn't take much. It's every time I go to a hostess club, this happens. Oh, give me a minute. Be back soon to derail some more later. I'm gonna hear that in my sleep tonight. What? Elgin, Elgin, and Elgin. English is difficult. Latin. To be honest, I want to learn a bit of Latin for religious reasons, but yes. Also, the fan in the background keeps making rattling noises. Give me a second. Is you happy? Work? Just in it. Perhaps that will stop it rattling at me. What was I supposed to do? Oh yes. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. What was I up to with this now? 30 topic, make it rain, none, no. Photos? Wait, why am I even looking at that? I've got a search function, I can just do that. Picture. Huh? Oh, right, it's, okay. Pretty tough too. Yeah, I can believe that. Actually, I know nout of Korean. I can believe it because a lot of Asian languages are quite complicated to wrap your head around. But that's only because of the way geology works. But still, well, linguistics actually, but different histories, different buildings of languages. I mean, English is just sort of a mismatch of people who have invaded England, basically. Because you've got what? You've got some Anglos. You've got a bunch of stuff from the continent. You've got a mix of Latin from the Romans and French from the Normans, and then you've got Anglo-Saxon mixed in, some Norwegian because of the Vikings. It's all a bit of a mismatch of a language. Whereas with Japanese, it's got a mix of Chinese in it and other bits and pieces, and Koreans probably got a bit of Japanese mixed in from when they were not conquered. Well, I suppose the conquering came first, but when they were subjugated by the Japanese. I think subjugated is the right word. I don't know. Yes. My knowledge of linguistics is pretty minimal. You've heard me talk. I sound very posh, but my knowledge of why I sound posh doesn't exist. Or exists very vaguely, and makes very little sense, like this entire sentence I've just spoken. What was I doing? I was talking to this hostess, right. Anyway. Yes, right. Anyone could copy a picture and send it around, and who knows who'll see it. And maybe in about 20 years, they'll have some sort of AI that's able to generate computer-generated images, and then they could make you do all sorts of really dark and depressing stuff. I think sentence structure is the hardest part of learning a new language. The pronunciation, I don't know, I think it's pronunciation, but unless you've got somebody who speaks it natively to guide you on the pronunciation, it can all get a very bit messy. It can all get very messy. Get very bit messy, good lord. Like my thought structure at the moment. Do I take photos of myself? Good question. Apparently I do. Do a Prince Cycle boost. We've already gone through this entire conversation. I think we've reached the point where we've gone through every conversation now, so... Sure. Right, topics of conversation. Feel is popular with celebrities, apparently. Oh no, I remember having this conversation because there was an entire discussion with chat over the thing with, you know, healer. Oh right, it's this one. The car racing one. The repair bills, huh? Any idea how much it came to?
改造車で、しかもレース中の事故ですから、保険金はおりませんわ。
なんだって?
Yikes. He has to foot the whole bill himself?
ですから、修理しないで新車を買うみたいなの。買い替えるいい機会だって言ってましたわ。
Poor car.
何それ?
The real? He must have more money than a pro. Doesn't even sound like a sport, really.
そろそろお時間となりますが、
Unfortunately,
ご延
yes.
長で
My poor wallet. You ever go to the baseball park to watch baseball games, Cyan-chan?
一度だけ行ったことありますけれど、遠くてあまり見えない上に想像しくて、とても我慢できず途中で帰りましたわ。
それじゃあ、
Yeah, why not try watching from a VIP skybox?
あら、 そんなお部屋がありますの？
Yep. VIP rooms give you a great view of the field. You can even sit on a sofa and watch the game in peace and quiet. And even better, they're all monitored, so they're monitored all over so you can see close-ups of the big plays. Oh, and you can order food and drinks right from the box. It's a great way to enjoy the game.
まあ、それはいいわね。そんなお部屋があるんでしたら、次からはそっちで見たいわ。
俺も。
Hey, you bet. I'd love to try one of them out someday too.
そういえば、サーキットに行った時も騒音がひどくて耳が痛くなりましたわ。
そうだね。
Oh yeah, I hear you need earplugs to watch F1.
それに比べたら野球の応援は静かなものね。そんなに毛嫌いすることはなかったかもしれないわ。
Maybe next time you should join in the cheer.
品田さんは今お付き合いしている女性はいらっしゃらないの？
Yes, I have a beautiful girlfriend in Canada. She's absolutely amazing. Blonde, fit. Texts me every single day in my dreams. Yeah? Okay. Sobering thoughts. Nope.
Alright, we've already done this conversation anyway.
さあね。
やっぱり
Beats
男
the heck
性
out
は
of me.
女性の2人や3人同時に付き合えるくらいの余裕がないと。
Okay, maybe I've not had this conversation before. I think men should be able to have relationships with 2 or 3 women simultaneously. You're very open-minded, my dear. No, I'm going to stop myself right there. So, harem anime is certainly a thing that comes to mind.
1人だけだなんて言ってる人は強がってるだけに見えてしまいますの。
I have no idea what I'm actually supposed to do to the response on this one. Oh, there we go. Of course, Sinead would say yes.
Hey, it takes skill for a guy to cheat. I used to dream about dating girls all over Japan at once.
あら、そうだったんですの？
Well, my job had me traveling the country, so I thought since I had the opportunity, it would be awesome to have a girlfriend in every city.
Roy, okay. That just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. I've seen Persona 5. I didn't get to that point, but I've seen what happens in Persona 5. Women are scary. Angry women are very scary.
It'd make away games much more fun, and make me more motivated about doing my job.
恋人が多い男性は仕事ができますからね。今からでも作ってみたらいかがですの？
To be honest, given Sinead's line of business, I'm surprised he doesn't.
Yeah, sure thing. What do you say we start off with Nagoya?
グラスが空ですけど、どうします？
Yeah, sure, we'll take another swing at the gacha drink. Maybe we'll get the platinum card and we don't have to pay nearly as much for this as before.
こっちお願い。
乾杯！
はい。お疲れ様。何が出るかしら。
I won some French cologne. Oh, marvelous.
品田さんはお酒お強い方かしら。
Right, I've definitely had this conversation.
そうだね。
普通
どうだい？
私
え？
ええ
え？
今も
No point me answering, reading this out. We've already done it before.
そっか。
お客さん
いや。
私ええ
あ
Bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. You know what? Let's invite us on a date. Why not? Give us something else to do rather than just sitting in the hostess club all this time.
この私しかもあちらのだから
Ah, yes, this conversation about the green card.
あのさ。
日本土地も
そういえばさ。
一番
な
あと
And then again, she's rich. And as I learned in the previous stream, she could instead buy a Trump gold card to get immediate access to the United States. So, cool.
それじゃあ。
結婚そう
おいおい。
そろそろお時間となりますが、
Nope, I'm quite alright, thank you.
かしこまりました。
43,000. How many of those gold plates am I going to have to sell now to recover financially from this evening? Alright, I missed out Print Circle, didn't I? So we'll get that done this time. So many notifications. Later. Sorry, hold on, now I'm curious. What's this? Why is eBay talking about English and Japanese stuff? Pokemon cards. Cool. I don't know why I've opened eBay and it's immediately streamed to me a video of somebody with a Japanese Slow King Pokemon card. There we go. Right. Oh, well, serves me right for getting distracted, doesn't it? There we go. Right. Where to first? Oh, that's fishing, isn't it? Booze! Right, in that case, let us take her to a restaurant. Oh, I also want to try this for a change. Maybe when we're not stood in the middle of the road. Oh, she won't do it now. She did the other day. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Scandalous. Yeah, holding hands. Anyway, yes, right. We'll go and take her to a restaurant. This is Cafe Alps. Oh, no, it isn't Cafe Alps. Are you happy to eat here? Yes. Good. Let us eat here. Ba-da-bum,
いただきます。品田さん。え？ そうなんですの？
Yeah, right. Marvellous. Already gone through all this, don't need to do it again. Now, I think you can all guess where we're going next.
惜しかったわ。
You. Right, actually, down here? No, it isn't. Where's Club Sega? Perfect. Right, okay then. I'm bored. Can we do something? Ah, you read my mind, sweetheart.
そこのお兄さん
Your suspenders look sharp and enjoy the design. Yeah, my braces are, paisley. No, sorry, it's a paisley pattern. I used to have a waistcoat with a paisley pattern on it as well, but I've still got it, but it's wearing thin in places, so I've replaced it with something not nearly as interesting. Unfortunately, these braces probably need replacing at some point because they're starting to wear thin as well. But because it's me, and I'm exceedingly tight-fisted, well, I mean, they've not fallen apart completely yet, so I don't see much reason in replacing them, even though it has been recommended. So, given the view of them you can see on stream, yeah, they look perfectly pristine. Look, I don't see a reason. If the elastic hasn't gone, then why should I get rid of them? The only reason I'd have to get rid of them is if the, hold on. Usually the only reason I have to get rid of braces is when these tab things that I use to attach them to my trousers start to split, because eventually the wear and tear on them will split them. These are actually still in pristine condition, I must admit, so I'm going to keep them for a while. But if you look at that, it's compared to... Hold on. There we go. That works. So, if you look at the back of it, there it is, pristine. If you look at the front of it, it's not as pristine. It's sort of wearing... It's going a bit white where it's been stretched over the years. So, yeah. Somebody's beeping at... Oh, right. I'm stood in the middle of the road. That's a bad idea, isn't it? What were you undressed for us? Oh, hardy ha ha ha. No, all I've done is I've just removed one of my braces. I'm not standing up. My trousers can't possibly fall down when I am seated. I have accounted for this fact. Shockingly enough. Jam's missing this. She'd be so sad. Yes, but nobody here is going to tell her, are they? So there we go. Actually, I've seen Jam stop by once in recent memory, and yeah, no, she's busy living her life. Jam Brief, by the way, for those joining us and have no idea who I'm referring to, is a member of this community who's been a long-standing member of this community who hasn't had a chance, well, hasn't been around the stream very much since, you know, job, life, etc., etc. Right, let us use the photo booth. Let us watch the photos of photo-photiness and stuff. I was going somewhere with that, but I can't quite remember where.
かっこよく撮ってくれよ。失敗しちゃったな。失 失敗しちゃったな。
変なの？
失敗しちゃったな。
変なの？
Oh, that didn't go well, did it? What's that? What's beyond that, my dark apartment and my dual 27 monitor setup? Oops. What's that? What's beyond my dark apartment and my dual 27-inch monitor setup? Actually, I think those monitors are bigger than mine. Sure. No, it really did. I'm not replacing any of my photos with that. I'm not. Oh, hello. No! Resist! Resist the urge, Ezio. The drums call instead. Can we play two-player? Oh no, I'm supposed to be on a date, aren't I? This wasn't my plan in the slightest, I assure you. Oh yeah, we beat Kiryu's score as Haruka on this. How do you measure your monitor length in the UK? Same. Diagonal to diagonal. So I think my main monitor's a 24-inch? 25-inch? Might be a 25-inch. And my other monitor is a 24-inch because it's slightly smaller. We haven't gone... Oh, bother. We haven't gone full continental yet. Why, has it really been so long since I've done this? It still sounds like an anime intro to me, or an anime outro, something anime related. Oh, I'm not doing so hot with this. You wouldn't think I'm a musician, would you? Though again, in fairness, I'm not a drummer. Yes, inches then. Yep. Yeah, measured in inches. Now, do I play a different song there, or do I try the same one again? Because I think I could probably do better with that one. Or do we just stick to our tried and true Viking chaos of nonsense? Might go for the Viking chaos of nonsense, actually. Oh, I mean like in inches and centimeters. Yeah, no, we measure them in inches. No, why not? I have no chance of doing well in this, but it is fun chaos, so... So I still can't play this without thinking that Warhammer 40k. The Emperor of Mankind screaming about lemons. But how could you let this happen?
成績発表だ
Because I suffer from the same minigame addiction, yeah. Oh dear. No, give me a second.
クリア成
Right.
功だ
There we go. I go away for a tiny period of time and he's back at the drums. Yes! Don't worry, that's it for the moment. Oh, apart from the fact that we're on a date at the moment, so, sorry, chat.
楽しかったわ。ねえ、
Ah, we didn't have any success. Don't worry, we'll have some great success on the next activity I have planned.
疲れちゃった。
Mwah. Mwah.
いらっしゃいませ。
Give me a minute. No. Close you. No. Huzzah. Sorry. Right. Let us begin. I can forgive karaoke because of Rouge of Love. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Let the madness begin.
Illusion of love! Everybody say illusion of love! Hey! 赤く染めるぜ illusion of love! よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ Come on baby
Oh, come on. I hold down the button there. Right.
Go 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 Pretty face
I can't get over this dancing. I'm sorry. I know I've seen it before, but I just can't.
Oh, lose your love. Oh, lose your love. Come take my heart.
Though Sejima still has some beat on that one.
Oh, lose your love. Oh, lose your
And Akiyama just has them both beat hands down with so much more.
Everybody say illusion of love.
Oh, come on. How did I miss all of that? La la la. La 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 la. Oh, Rouge of Blood. Oh, what? Rouge of Blood. Insanity. Insanity, thy name is Yakuza. Still got Karaoke Dragon, though. That's all right.
すごく気持ちよく歌聞かせてくださらない？
Found some taurine, 196 lemon flavor at the shop, 6% alcohol. Okay, fair enough. Well, of course I'm going to sing. Well, first I'm going to top up my glass. Let's see if I can do any better with this one, eh?
Midnight shadow 金策暗くせる岸部ハイウェイシティ助手席うつむくお前のルージュ色の憂いといだ
Nope.
ナイフのような俺を包み込んだマイスイーペイヘロでるようなパストやフューチャー俺が塗り替えてやるさ行こうぜ
Oh, well, never mind then.
二人きりのエデン1億2億100億のキスを浴びせてやる Baby この腕抱いてお前を二度と話はしないマシンガンキスで Just fall in love
Interesting fact that I've just noticed there. For any regulars here who, well, they know that I'm in an orchestra. But anyone new? I'm in an orchestra. I'm in a local wind orchestra. I play clarinet. My playing of this mini game right there is pretty much a Yakuza representation of how I actually play my pieces in the orchestra. It's long stretches of me doing really well, followed by several missed notes, some notes that are probably not in the correct timing, followed by sort of me rescuing it and playing the correct notes for a while, with the occasional off note put in just because. So yes, there you go. If you ever need a visual representation of me playing the clarinet in an orchestra, there we go. You never mention it. Did you know that I worked for Blizzard for 7 years? No, sorry. I haven't worked for Blizzard. Though, kudos if you get the reference.
ずっと聞いていたいぐらい。
Did you also know I've been to Japan? Did your dad work there too? Yes! He was actually the guy in South... No, he wasn't. And my dad didn't work for South... No.
ありがとうございました。
All the stuff going on around that, though, it's quite entertaining and quite sad at the same time.
すごいわ。
Cool.
楽しかったわ。それじゃあ帰りますわ。
And the game sort of freezes because it doesn't quite know what I'm trying to do. Well, we're so close to the end now. Why not?
いらっしゃいませ。
So, say what you will about Pirate Software. In no way do I condone the fact that he was swatted earlier this
篠田
week.
さん、お待ち
That
してましたよ。
stuff is just not
今日
right.
も楽しみましょう。
It takes a certain kind of unhinged to basically turn the police into your own personal hit squad, and that's entirely possible what will happen. And that takes a certain level of unhinged. Thankfully, this community's awesome, and nobody here, as far as I know, and I'm hoping I'm very correct in this, isn't that unhinged. But still, it's just...
何頼みます？
It's quite depressing sometimes looking at stuff online, it really is.
こっちお願い。
Then again, real life can be also quite depressing. I was chatting with my mate Phil today,
はい。
who was saying his brother used to be in the fire service, and it was a case on a few occasions where in the
何が出るかしら。
in the rougher parts of the world, or at least the rougher parts of England, where kids would set fire to a bin, so the the fire brigade had to come out to put it out, and then the yobbos would just stand there and pelt them with bricks. Just, what's wrong with people? See, if I played the banjo, I would be insufferable. I know a chap who plays the banjo. Brilliant chap. Actually, when on the evenings where the Thursday stream's cancelled, is because I've headed off to the local speakeasy to watch chap and his band play. But yeah, brilliant chap. Very into his George Formby. Plays the banjo. Very good banjo player. Also, he has... Now, this is an interesting fact. Well, I think it's an interesting fact. There is the banjo. There is also the banjolele, which is a ukulele. You know, ukulele, small thing, looks like a guitar. But there's a banjo version. Banjolele. How awesome is that? Banjolele. I love it. It's a little tweet little thing. It's amazing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Elden Ring banjo, any percent when? Ask for Maganda. That seems like the sort of insane thing he'd try.
すごい
A
わ。
different kind of insane. I'm the kind who just goes, yeah, I'm just going to 100% all of this. And I've also just got a bit of rare crafting material, but still no platinum
島
card.
田さん。
Is this a new topic of conversation? Okay, so give me a minute. Aha, there we go.
なんだっけ
Wait, what? Who?
家を出るときとか、お店を出るときにも必ず誰かの視線を感じますの。
100%ing Breath of the Wild with a sax sounds perfect for Ezio. How the dickens would I 100% Breath of the Wild with a saxophone? DK bongos exist as controllers. I don't think anyone's made a video game controller in the form of a saxophone yet. Also, no, I'm not doing a music stream. Stop asking. If I win the lottery, I'll pay my mate Phil and his quartet, and we'll just like set up cameras and we'll just do a live stream music concert. But until then, Wii Music was a thing. What do you mean Wii Music was a thing? Good lord, Wii Music was a thing. Oh, for the love of... Really? I think I vaguely remember Wii Music, but that's one that I really slept on. Then again, Wii Music was before I got back into music. I used to play clarinet quite a lot. I even started learning saxophone, and then I got to secondary school. Brilliant teacher, Phil. Different Phil than my friend and teacher Phil, but yeah, he was a brilliant chap. But I won't say names, doxing, etc., but Phil, brilliant teacher, loved his music, led the orchestra, great conductor. Maybe it ties in with the name Phil, but anyway. Yeah, unfortunately he's had a heart condition, so he had to retire. Went off to the Shetlands, actually, to have a quieter life. And then he was replaced, and the woman who took over really wasn't a music teacher. Ended up actually getting fired in the end, for reasons I won't go into. Nothing... Well, no, actually, they are... Look, I won't go into the reasons, but she was a con artist, basically. And she ended up killing my love of music for many, many years, about 10 plus years. And then over the course of the lockdowns, I went, well, actually, over the course of years, I thought, I really should learn how to play the piano. I kind of feel like playing the piano. And then eventually I actually end up listening to Patrick Bartley Jr. J Music Ensemble. Look it up on YouTube. Brilliant chap. Bit weird these days, gone very avant-garde. His current style of playing is literally very high-pitched notes very quickly. Technically very proficient, and I applaud him for being able to play such high notes very quickly. Great show of technical skill. Sounds awful as far as I'm concerned, but great show of technical skill. His earlier stuff though, with the J Music Ensemble and some of his other stuff with, I forget look up at Patrick Bartley After You've Gone. Fantastic piece of music. But anyway, I ended up watching some of the J Music stuff. They did Kaz's theme as well. Crime that wasn't in Tears of the Kingdom, but I digress. But yes, I watched some of that, and then I suddenly realised, oh yes, I have a perfectly good clarinet. I also have a perfectly good alto saxophone. Why don't I learn these? And then that was sort of my gateway back into music. Just so happened at the same time, I went back to work after the whole lockdowns fiasco, and I saw an advertisement for jam evenings, a jazz jam evening being held at the university where I work. Brilliant. Went along, watched it, great, snuck away, went back the next time, kind of curious about the saxophone the lead of the band was playing, so I went over, chap called Phil, talked to him, got chatting about saxophones, thought, okay, I'll give this a try. Several weeks later, then I ended up, and yeah, that was the kickstart to my reignition of my love of music. Then I thought, well, this jazz thing's easy. You just get up, you play, you memorize a melody, and then you play some random improv notes. Yeah, it's not that easy. Got up, played Take the A Train really badly. Forgot all of the notes about like 5. Managed to salvage it, but only through the grace of how brilliant the band were behind me. And then Phil offered me lessons. So I got lessons. I learned how to play my instruments properly. He then collared me into joining the orchestra I'm in, which he also conducts. Fine. So yeah, that led to that, and etc, etc. What was the story I'm going with this? Yes, anyway, bad music teacher killed music for me, got back into it. I've gone off on a complete tangent here, but whatever. But no saxophone controller, no. But yes, oh no, I remember, because Wii Music, yes, that was during my black period of I hate playing instruments, I'm not going to play music because it's boring, etc, etc. But yes, and now I'm fully ingrained in it. The only problem is that the jam set, because of the council, they've closed where we used to play the jam sessions, so there's no jam sessions anymore for my jazz. Really annoying, but I've still got the orchestra, and I'm still in various music groups, so yes. The saxophone choir I used to be in is also shuttered because of reasons. Nothing serious, it's just people have moved and it just can't continue. But yeah, I've still got the clarinet and I'm still playing music groups and stuff. But yes, I wouldn't mind playing another jam session. I still keep my saxophone improv up though. Every so often, if I feel inclined, I'll open up the practice lounge in the Discord server. Discord server, for those of you who are watching live. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the comment section below. But yes, I occasionally play improv on the Discord server. Also, here's let me continue. Oh, Kev, and thank you. What are you for? So soon we have Tuesday streams 1 or 2 more times, and then not until after September. No, I think that's the end of the Tuesday streams for the time being. There's no Tuesday stream this Tuesday because I've got an orchestra rehearsal just because of the way my calendars fell. But I think it'll be in the schedule and I'll put a notification out. But yeah, moving forward until mid-September, Tuesday streams will be on hiatus again, just so I can get more rehearsal time in with the orchestra for this big concert. It's all like I did last year with our rehearsals for the Snowman, and the year before that with the rehearsals for the Philharmonic concert. It's a case of, yeah, I need to get some more practice time in with the rest of the band. Inferior English water. Our water is fantastic. It's from the Lake District, I'll have you know. Yes. As made famous by Last of the Summer Wine, I'll have you know. I should be talking to this hostess and trying to play this game, shouldn't I? One day, if I make it big as a streamer, I'll start doing just chatting streams, and I will literally dress up as a host, and I will set up the background to be me as a host in a club. But the chances of that happening are nil. So for the time being, we'll just stick to whenever we talk to a hostess in these games, as I clearly bore her to tears because she looks miserable at the moment. Lime scale. Ha! Joke's on you. Sorry, I've been completely sidetracked. No, we have a descaler fitted now. Surprisingly, I thought it was going to be like some big filtery thing. No, it's like a thin... Imagine just a pipe in your house, like a radiator pipe. Small thing, isn't it? Slightly thick, a bit of a bigger diameter. But it's a descaler, so it's been fitted onto the main water supply, and then using what I assume to be a sacrificial diode. Diode? Some sort of sacrificial element. It sucks the lime scale out of the water to soften it. So the main reason we got it actually is we've recently upgraded to a combi boiler. We used to have a condensing boiler with an old water tank, etc, etc, but we've upgraded to a combi boiler. But the problem is because of the fins in it are so thin, well, fins, but anyway, the lime scale would clog it up eventually and it'd kill the boiler. And boilers are, no shock to anyone, really expensive. So we've got this descaler. It's about yay long, yay wide, fitted onto the main water supply for the house, and that takes the lime scale out, so that protects the valves and the taps. It protects, well, faucet, the taps themselves. It protects the kettle, the iron, and it protects the boiler, so we don't have the worry of the boiler dying from lime scale. So awesome. It was only about 500 quid or something, but you know what, don't care. If it stops the boiler dying, it saves me a couple of grand. Oh. That's why my washing machine lives longer with Calgon. Yes, Hoodlum, that's why your washing machine lives longer with Calgon. Not sponsored, by the way, but if Calgon wishes to sponsor the stream, I wouldn't say no. Not that we've used Calgon. I don't think I've ever used Calgon, but anyway, I'm sidetracking again.
Oi.
That sounds like a stalker. You should be careful.
でも心当たりが全くありませんの。お店のお客様でもなさそうですし。品田さん、何かわからないかしら。
No, I had no idea actually. Sorry, give me another second. Sorry, I will get back on track in a moment. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, that's right, because I'm a tight-fisted sod. Anyway, right. Now I should probably get back to actually playing this game, because otherwise we'll never get to the end of Yakuza 5. Right, where were we?
Come to think of it, while we were out on our date, there was someone who was taking pictures of you, remember?
ああ、ありましたわ、確かに。
ひょっとして
Do you think that's who it is?
どこかで見たよう
We
な
don't
気
need
が
it in
してたんですけ
Scotland.
れど。言われてみればそうかもしれませんわ。
What? Calgon? Or people taking pictures of you? But in fairness, I can believe that because, let's face it, Scottish water produced whiskey. Nectar of the gods. Second greatest alcohol imaginable. Technically, it's not even alcohol. But no, well, whiskey is alcohol. Definitely. Never mind. Ignore me. Another side tangent. Back to the game.
どうして私をつけてるのかしら。やだ。理由がわからないと気味が悪いわ。
Following me, quite troubled by not knowing why. This is true. There we are.
どうだい？
Want me to escort you? It could be a dangerous neighborhood, so don't count on strangers stopping by if you need help.
まあ、品田さんがいてくれたら心強いわ。ぜひお願いします。
Yeah, sure. I mean, I have work to do, so I can't stick with you 24/7. At least until you marry me. I can't stick with you 24/7. But if you feel like you're being followed, give me a call right away.
はい。
Calgon. We have what we know is soft water compared to England's hard water. Yeah, that's fair enough, but that's more geography than anything. Can I give her this Italian lady's what?
どうかなさいました？あら、私これ好き。
Oh, sweet Jesus, that's just maxed her out.
品田さんは
That saves me a bit of money.
得意？
Good at hiding things? That's a new question. Or is it? It's a flirty topic, that's why I'm not seeing it.
いや、
Not at all. My personality really isn't suited for lying. So any attempts I make a deception fall right apart.
そんな気がしますわ。
See, and I'm poorer for it. Oh, I finally found his voice again. How long before I forget it?
隠し事は一切してほしくないですの。ですから、嘘が得意な方との交際はためらってしまいますの。
それじゃあ、
Now, what about you?
え、私ですか？私も本当にお慕いしている方には嘘はつきたくありませんわ。ですからありのままの私を受け入れてくださる方とお付き合いできたらいいんですけれど、それを打ち明ける勇気がありませんの。
Oh yeah, okay, give me a second. There we go.
そっか。
Didn't expect you to be so shy. You always seem so brazen. I'm kind of surprised.
名古屋の女は意地っ張りですから、強がっているだけですわ。
いや、
Even so, it takes strength to face your inner self. There's lots of things about myself I'm still fighting with.
あら、品田さんもなの？気が合うわね。私にちょっと話してくださらない？
Yeah, maybe at some point, but I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Oh, wait, I can just leave. Can I just leave?
I have to get going. Yeah.
こっちお願い。
Oh, I could have just done this all the time and saved myself a bunch of money! Oh, for the love of...
品田さん、 待ってますからね。
Still weird that he's all beaten up, but that's probably because I've not progressed the story. Oh. Bruises take time to heal. Right, we're at A rank, so next is S rank. So there's no reason to go back to the club. We have to just progress until she rings us. Awesome. Have I lost any health? I have lost a bit of health. Are there any restaurants that I haven't completed yet? Also, we're at 65% of the completion list, apparently. Right. Hold on. So, Highball Tavern we can't do until Camarocho. Cafe Alps we can't do until Camarocho, I suspect. Yusuke Daruma. We haven't finished that one yet. I'm pretty sure that's one here. Well, we've got a Daruma, but we've not got a Kyusuke Daruma. What else were you going to do with the Italian watches? Stand on the street market with a briefcase and like Del Boy? No, I was going to sell it to the pawn shop and leave them to deal with it. Oh no, that's Camarocho as well, because that was Sotombore and we couldn't finish it. Armadingus. Caballura. I think Caballura is the last one, isn't it? At least for where we are. That be there. On the corner of that street, so we'll go this way. She's very short. No, no, Ezio, don't think about cute small woman. Right. There is not another 200 food items. Nah, not buying it. Oh, that'll just be restaurants in Camarocho. Half of them are going to be alcohol anyway, which is going to be entertaining, isn't it? Right, mentioning alcohol. What's the with that pencil in it? Oh, give me a minute. Oh dear. Well, that's that bottle dead. Right. Alright, completion list. Yeah, we've still got 200-ish items on the food and drink list to go. You have to remember, we've got an entire city left to do. We've got Camarocho. And then a few bits and pieces to finish elsewhere. I mean, let's face it, this is a big game. A very fun game, but it's a big game. Right, we've done all the alcohol. There we go. We've got 3 more things to do here, and then that's it. I suppose we should probably go to the pawn shop as well and actually sell some of these gold plates. While we wait for the hostess to ring us. Assuming she is going to ring us, but, you know. Oh, I should probably save the game as well. Ooh, there's also an exclamation mark that's appeared. Right, let's do the exclamation mark first, as soon as we've beaten up this chap with the funny glasses. And the beanie. Oh, no. I wonder what the most expensive thing you pawned is. Probably the platinum plate, to be honest. Oh, I've still got all the heat action stuff to do, haven't I? Well, I'll get onto that as well at some point. So give me a second.
Hello, son. Are you there? Hang on, Chin. What's that? Oh, I think I'm being followed again. Really? Okay, I'll be right there. Where are you right now? I left the club and walking towards Kume Boulevard. Got it. No, I'm gonna hang up, but pretend like you're still on the phone. Don't make it harder for someone to bug you. Understood? I need to get to Sion-chan right away. And I hope it's nothing, but...
I have no idea where that road is. Oh, it's literally around the corner, if I read the name right, because I'm useless with place names in this game. No, piss off. I'm saving a waifu. I will face you later in the art of combat. This isn't the right road, is it? It was Kume Boulevard. Oh. Poor guy. More hosts. Oh no. Bonk. That just looks ridiculous.
all the heat actions and weapon skills. I don't know if I've done all the bare-handed for Shineri yet, though. That's the thing. I suppose I should... No, hold on, give me a second. Right, I might not leave that open any longer. Why does my start menu not work? Oh, right, because I've got Windows and I've got my main monitor still active, though I can't see it at the moment because I've got a different output selected. Yakuza 5100, that's what I want. Heat action. Okay, so Yama Kiryu sage message action here. There we go. Yeah, no, character profile I don't need. Completion list. Heat actions. So essence of wall plastering and pummel. Essence of wall plastering we've got, but we've not got essence of pummel. Throw an enemy into a wall using grab when they're flat against the wall, press heavy attack. Okay then. That's what we're doing next then. Get up the road, you bum! Yes, yes, yes. Who's calling? Excuse me. I was gonna say, who's calling me a drunk? Oh, good point. Oh! Was that perchance the heat action I was looking for?
Yes. Okay. Essence of healing. Yep. Ran it. Right. Circle throw as well. Grab an enemy from behind on open ground and press heavy attack. So why have I got hiccups at the moment? Right, anyway, Essence of Meat Slam. So I need to do that on open ground. And I need heat. Ah! Perfect. Right, you, come here. You, come here. No, that... Unless it's something that I need to unlock. Oh, it's from behind, isn't it? Oh, right. Right. I hit him in the back of the head. Why is he clutching his shit? Oh, well. Get there. Ah, that worked. I will get this eventually. It's very. Is that it? Oh! I think that was it. Oh, that looked painful. Heat actions. Yep, that was it. Essence of Team Knee Bash. Seriously, these hiccups are going to annoy me now. When fighting another person, if they grab an enemy, get close and fight with another person. Oh, right, I need that for... I need to be in a team up then. Essence of Team Ascent. Fighting with another person. Can't do that at the moment. There we go. Finishing moves. Iron Grip. Yep, got that. Essence of Shakihiko. Oh, Sachihiko. Yep, done that. There we go. Essence of Armbar. No, we haven't got that yet. Have it. hopefully holding my breath for about 5 seconds is going to stop the hiccups, Marvels. Okay. Longer then. Right. Hopefully that stops the hiccups. Anyway. Where was I? Essence of armbarring. Press heavy attack as an enemy's trying to get to their feet. I don't know if I've unlocked that yet, though. That's the problem. Abilities. Heat abilities. Yes, I have. Use the mastery of wrestling to perform one-arm grappling move when enemies trying to get up. Right, that's the next thing I'm going to focus on then. I was also going to save the hostess, and I've completely forgotten about it for a brief moment. Join me for tea! Gladly, so long as they have some Victoria sponges available. Hello! Not you. You don't chance.
品田さん
You're not hurt or anything, are you? No, I'm fine. Well, where's this stalker of yours? I think behind the streetlights over there.
Yes, dude isn't conspicuous in the slightest. I have no idea why you would suspect he's over there behind the streetlights in his deer stalker and tartan coat. Oh, he's off.
Hey, stop!
Oh, I'm gonna have to do a running mission now, aren't I? Yes. I'm literally just running behind him, punting him over the head with a bottle. Oh no, the bottle broke. There we go.
All right, buddy. Start talking. Who are you?
I am with the Canadian Detective Agency.
You're a detective? You're not a stalker? You protecting her? Wait. The young John never said anything about hiring a detective.
No, I asked for a contract. I was asked to conduct a background check on a young lady. And I can assure you that I can assume she mistook me as a stalker.
Background check? For who?
I'm not at liberty to say. It is my policy as an investigator to maintain my client's privacy.
It can be anyone for all I know. I'm betting I can still send you over to the police. Taking photos of people without their knowing of the crime is still a crime. Or something like that.
These games should have cans of Stella Artois in them that make you more prone to fighting.
Well,
you assume me to be just some common folk off the street, but I assure you, I am a detective extraordinaire from the school of Hildebrand himself.
thought that was gonna be, huh? Alright. And instead of gaps, how about I turn you over to the Nagoya family?
The Nagoya family? No, sir, you must surely be making assumptions of...
Yeah, I'm guessing you heard them.
Listen, my man. I'll talk. I will talk.
Besides, being on over the side of the fret like that sure is bizarre.
The client who hired me to investigate Sion-san is an executive at one of the leading companies in Nagoya.
What? And that means...
Yes, someone has asked for a hand in marriage.
Well, why the investigation?
It's not uncommon for influential families to conduct a background check on potential spouses. It would be problematic if they were associated with an undesirable crowd.
An undesirable crowd. Chan might not be your client's level, but she's from a pretty wealthy family too. She can't possibly be trouble.
Yeah, actually, my investigation has turned up some alarming facts.
Alarming facts?
It turns out Sion-san owes a considerable amount of money.
Well, technically her parents do. They've sold off their mansion and are now living in an apartment that costs 70,000 yen per month. He hasn't said a word about this.
Nagoya women are prideful. She won't want to tarnish her reputation.
そんな
Can't be. Seon-chan.
Nah, it's a good beer, although not that I would know what good beer is. I don't. I do know I'm not including Carlsberg in the list. Include Hawkstone. I've had Hawkstone. If you want a recommendation of beer, the ones I usually go to are Hawkstone, Jeremy Clarkson's beer, if you're curious, but pretty much made by British farmers because diddly squat can't produce enough barley. I drink Birra Moretti, the standard filtered stuff, but also the new blue. I can't pronounce the word, but the blue capped one, which is unfiltered. A cloudy lager, but it's very nice. That's my go-to. Cobra, if I know I'm having a curry in the week, or if I'm out and having a curry and they serve Cobra. Peretti, which I've taken to drinking recently. Peroni, because another Italian beer, quite nice. Brewdog Lost, which I also find quite nice. Occasionally I'll drink Brewdog Punk IPA. It's got a nice tang to it. Or, if it's a Saturday and I've had a particularly stressful week, I'll have a bottle of Leffe Blonde or Leffe Brune, which are Belgian beers that I've probably butchered the pronunciation of. Very strong. They're sort of monistic beers, but they are very nice. Wouldn't recommend having more than a few bottles of them. Birra Moretti is so good. It is so good. Both of them are good, but I prefer the cloudier one. Yeah, I like raspberry beer. God bless Jamboree for that stuff. I can't stomach any beer, ale, or lager. No, that's fair enough. Each to their own. There's not many drinks that I won't stomach, but yeah, it's fair enough.
You hear all that? Investigator-san, is it true that you were hired to perform a background check on me?
Yes, miss. And unfortunately, at this point, I'm afraid my client is likely to rescind his marriage proposal.
Oh.
Head agrees with everything in Nagoya. Despite your family's good name and long history, he cannot marry into a legacy that has fallen from grace.
What the hell?
Oh, actually, give me a second. I've just realised I should probably make a note of something. 0211. There we go.
Seon-chan.
There's a pub in Glasgow that you could get bottles of Peroni for 99p. Good lord, that sounds nice. But are they the big bottles or the small bottles? Because I much prefer the big bottles where I can have a pint and a bit, unlike the small bottles where technically I still got a pint and a bit, but it's 2 bottles and it annoys me. a good Czech style. I love a good Czech style dark lager. I don't think I've drank any Czech lager, I must admit. It's called Toby Jug across from Central Station. Well, the next time I'm in Glasgow, I'll have to stop in. Small bottles. Last. Oh, well. Mentioning which. Right, I've still got a bit of time. So, instead, what I will do is I will put that there. Sorry, I'm reorganising. I will throw a smidge of you in there. Find a can of you. I swear this is a computer desk and not a bar. Though you would be forgiven for misinterpreting it. There we go. Right. I'm a bit sad, Shans and Shuck. What am I even supposed to say to them? Nope. I'll figure that out later. Right now, I need to go after them. Where would Stan Shan go? I bet she's over near the Ferris wheel. I'll take an old-fashioned, please, barman. I would make an awful barman. I have had an... Was it an old-fashioned? It was a modified old-fashioned. And I had it in Amsterdam. With Palomino, of all people, actually. It was at the Balls Gin Museum. And at the end of it, you got a free cocktail. And I went with the old-fashioned. And it was a very nice cocktail, I must admit. I think I won the bet on that one. Where the dickens is the Ferris wheel? I do expect an orange peel. Sure, you can expect an orange peel, but whether or not you get one's another matter in time. Oh wait, is the Ferris wheel at the far south end? Near the karaoke place? I think it's near the karaoke place, actually. Oh no! Heat punch. Whatever will I do? Oh yes, I've got a heat action to work for it. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, I just suplexed him. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh. Not dead, by the way. I think. I'm pretty sure I've been banned from old fashions. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm old-fashioned, and I haven't banned you from the stream yet, Hoodlum, so we'll go with that, eh? All successes, etc., etc. There she is. It's like the London Eye, but smaller. Shan. Have you come to laugh at me? The lying girl who pretended to be rich when she was poor all along? Of course not. How could you ever think of me like that, Sion Chan? I don't want to be judged by how much money I don't have. I'm not going to do the same to anyone else. So can you tell me what's going on? Is it true you're in debt? There were mannequins... There were the mannequins put... Wait, That's where the mannequins put their signal. Ah, Doctor Who reference. Doctor Who, even Doctor Who. I don't know. Nobody saw that. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on, give me a minute. I may have accidentally knocked over one of my streaming lights. It's fine. Don't think anyone noticed. So what? Exactly. I knew you were my favourite. Yep.
It is. But how? My father's business failed, and we were left with nothing but debt. He wanted so hard to try and turn things around, but the fatigue and stress was just too much. Your father worked himself to death. And you think it was strange, Sinead-san? That proper Nagoya woman had no business being a hostess. One of my other friends rejoice in receiving gifts from clients who have to work so hard sending out emails to maintain good business. Ever since my father passed away, my mother has become so weak. I'm the only one who could possibly repay our debts. And that's why you got the job as a hostess. What if I worked hard enough I could pay off the debts? And we could live our happy life from before. When the client asked me to marry him, I was hesitant at first, but I decided to accept in order to save my family. I guess that's out now too, huh? It's just because we don't have money anymore. When it comes down to it, our family's lineage and good name are worth nothing. It's not true, Sion-chan. What? Even if you don't have money, it's being together that makes you a happy family. So what if you're poor? Or if you pretend that you have more than you do? The important thing is whether or not you're proud of the life you're living. What do you want? What do you want more than anything, Sion-chan? To live a life of luxury? Or is it to have your family back the way it was? When all three of you were happy? I hadn't thought about it like that. As long as my family was happy again, I wouldn't care if we didn't have any money. Here's the spirit. I'll decline the marriage proposal. I think I've had quite enough of men who care only about my family's background. That's the Sion-chan I know. Instead, I found a man who was kind enough to tell me he doesn't care if I'm poor. I can't ask for anything more than to spend my time with somebody who accepts me for who I am. You mean...
Shinada-san.
Hello, Sam. Would you like to be my boyfriend? Really? Me? You bet I would. Yes. And in exchange, I want to know everything that there is to know about you.
Does this mean Shania canonically ends up with this hostess? Because you know what? I can happily get behind that idea. So what? It did not show on stream at all. You just froze and said, I hope no one saw that. I have a light here ish that I use to balance out things behind me. I have a light there, I have a light down there, and I moved my arm down and I smacked the light and knocked it over onto the green screen. So as far as you were concerned, it looked nothing more than that. Which doesn't look like anything until we're on like a black screen and then it shows up quite vividly. So, yes. Right. Oh, hold on. Oh, well, there was a bit of a glitch in the Vortex there, but anyway. What's going on here? Sorry, give me a second.
Home's far nicer than I was expecting, Sinead-san. I imagine you were a man of far more modest means.
He lives in a shack on a roof.
Hey, yeah, I know how to work hard. I always make my place of guest ready.
He's pretty much a male Masato at this point.
Maybe we can work together to pay off my family's debts. Right. How much do you owe, anyway? Oh, it's actually...
Oh, no.
That much?
はい。
My father's business was liable for quite a lot. Personal debts are nothing compared to what our company can accrue. I can see something like that would lead to bankruptcy. Oh, but this would be such fun, Sinead-san. Just you, me, and my mother. We'll surely be quite happy together. Yeah. I'm so lucky to have you by my side, Sinead-san.
You know what? I still would. Early days and all that. But either way, that is the hostess for Sinead done. Technically, I've done that early. We still haven't got the text, but whatever. If the shack on the roof were in London, it would cost 5k a month to rent. I mean, you're not wrong, but we're not in London. There we go. There's the completion of it.
I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. It's strange because nothing really ever changes at home. I guess it's thanks to you. I'll do my best to put the past behind me and live for today. Just like you, Sinead-san. It'll take me a while, though. I doubt I'll be able to show the real me to anyone but you for a while.
Dude, do not give her up. Nope, I'd stick it out with it. I'm going to be honest on that one. It'd probably take a long time and saving and scrimping, but yeah. Either that or just applying for bankruptcy. But anyway. Easier said than done, I know. Right, so we've done that. Marry the woman, yes. Let's go to this restaurant and try and wrap up some more of our restaurant completion. And then it might be some story, actually. We've got a bit of time before I cut it short, so... Oh, awesome. That's it. That's us complete on the restaurant for Nagasugai. There we go. Right, there's that exclamation mark over there, which we will do. Oh, actually, just out of just sheer concern. Hostesses. There we go. So, Riku of the Seian, done. Kaguya of Rose Hip, done. She was I very much liked her. Honoka of Prime is done. And Shion of Club Eden is done. So, we've just got the one in Kamurocho, which is Kiryu's second, and that's it. Because Kiryu is just a legend. I mean, seriously, if I could ever meet any video game character in real life and go for drinks with them, it'd be Kiryu. It would be Kazuma Kiryu. I know everyone loves Majima, but for me, Kiryu is just... I love Kiryu. He's amazing. If I could be like Kiryu, I would. So hopefully with a happier life, I must admit. But still. Actually, no. Kiryu or Akiyama. I like Akiyama as well. Not as much as Kiryu. Kiryu is like god tier to me, but at the same time, I really do like Akiyama. It's one of those characters where I wasn't sure what I was going to think of, and he just turned out to be like a standout, awesome dude. Fortunately, I also seem to be quite like Akiyama in terms of just, yeah. I mean, I'm a kicker. at least in terms of martial arts. That's my go-to. My kicking is probably my strongest characteristic. And I'm also exceedingly tight-fisted. And also generous. I think. Maybe. Some people would probably say I'm generous. Most people would say I'm tight-fisted. In terms of generous, if I think I'm generous, probably not. No, ignore I said generous. But back time. The place you are in is actually Nishiki Sakare in real life, which is a district of Nagoya. Awesome! Well, now I've got another place of pilgrimage then, haven't I? The fight ended as I put him back on his feet. I'm excited to hear your opinions of Ichiban when the time comes. This is true. I freely admit I am curious about Ichiban as well. From what I've seen, he seems to be like a video game nerd, which, if true, I may very well end up falling for him as well, because, well, I say falling for him, not in that way, you know what I mean. If he is as big of a video game nerd as I think he might be, I might very well end up adding him to one of my top tier list. But the key thing here is when the time comes, and it's going to be a long time yet. What I'm really curious about is Infinite Wealth. Because that's Kiryu and Ichiban together. I'm curious if, in the grand scheme of things, will I be more Kiryu or will I be more Ichiban? I suspect if these streams are anything to go by and my love of lore, it's probably going to be Kiryu, but I don't know. Ichiban is a lovable idiot. I do like a lovable idiot. Let's face it, Kiryu is also a lovable idiot. When you get down to it, Kiryu is a massive lovable idiot. He's very honor-bound, but he has a heart of gold, and it's just, I love him for it. I really do. Hello, at the UK, welcome. At least we can agree we'd have Tatsuo. At least we can agree we'd have Tatsuo. Now give me a second. I just also check on something on my end. The thing is, I don't know much about Tatsuo. The point that it did take me a minute to figure out that, actually, I freely admit, it took me a minute and possibly a Google search to realize that you were talking about Shineda. I was thinking of the little kid from the Morning Glory orphanage. At which point I was like, well, he's a wrestling dude and he was awesome in Yakuza 3. But no, you mean Shineda. In which case, yes, I also agree we do have Tatsuo. Unfortunately, he is of the level of waifu lover. And I can't deny a waifu lover. But we are kindred spirits. Though he's a downside more confident than I am, and he likes sports, whereas I'm not into sports, I'm more of a martial artist. But still, anyway, welcome. Right. Right, and right. Oh. Too much whiskey. Probably too much whiskey. Like I said, it's been a long day. So, where are we going? If you ask me, Infinite Wealth is the best Yakuza game. I mean, you're competing with Kiwami 2 there on that one. Maybe I have had too much whiskey. There's a monk. Am I actually seeing a monk? Then again, it's Yakuza, so I'm probably seeing a monk. A monk with a spear! Of course it's a monk with a spear. Using a weapon like that's gotta be against the rules. What do you mean? You can use a weapon other than guns in the Victory Road? Even so, that thing gives you too much of an advantage. I'll take that as a compliment. Dang it, screw this. You're Tetsuya Shineda-san, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Though, this isn't exactly what I pictured myself being famous for.
My name is Inzen Hosen. I'm taking part in the Victory Road. Show the world the power of the Hosen style of spear fighting is my aim. And if I defeat you, I will be granted entry into the Victory Road finals. Will you take up my challenge, Shineda-san?
Wait, you're ready to fight again already?
I'm good to go. The last opponent made for a perfect warm-up.
Well, that's pretty impressive. It seems we have company here, though. Translator, by translator, I mean repeat what Adi said, with added capital letters. At least we can agree we'd never be Tetsuo. Oh, right, yes, I didn't read that properly. True. You mean we'd never be smut artists? Well, I mean, steady on. Oh, who am I kidding? No, Addy's quite right. Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. Maybe for the best. Definitely for the best. Too much whiskey. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I'm being bullied by chat now. Oh, wonderful. Oh, well. Too much whiskey, immediately followed by take a swig of whiskey. Not enough with. I knew I loved you, Spud. The greatest of all potatoes. Right. Hail, Spud Solutions. And cheers. I did say it's been a long day. This is why the limit break has been semi-permanent, pretty permanently disabled until further notice. Now, I still remember my birthday stream. Never again. Right. You two getting cocky? You shouldn't show off like that. Remember you. Wait. Are you all Victory Road participants? Kind of vaguely remember them.
Who cares about that now? This goes for you in particular. Spearman. You cowardly core. Using that thing is the worst. Like I said, the use of weapons is sanctioned under the rules. There is no foul play involved.
Shut it. We just want to fight fair and square.
So the two of you, are going to have a go.
Took me a moment to figure out that sentence, mainly because my mind immediately drifted to a couple of things we need to do in terms of the completion list, namely Team Ascent and mainly Team Ascent. There's one. Sorry, give me a second. There was at least one that I needed a partner for. I don't know about the other one. Fighting with another person. There we go. So when fighting with another person, if they grab an enemy, get close and press heavy attack. When fighting with another person, if they grab an enemy by the back, get close and press heavy attack. Right, this seems like the perfect opportunity to sort that one out. You outnumber us, man. How's that for?
There is no talking sense into them, Shineda-san. We'll have to take out these guys first.
Right, so generate heat, and then try and get through the
says. Oh, wait, this dude uses a spear. He's not going to grab opponents, is he? Oh. Okay, maybe I need a better partner. No weapons I can pick around here, is there? Oh, hold on. That looks like a hole to me. Oh. Dead, by the way. That works. And that seems to be all of them, Sinead-san.
Can't help but feeling like I got caught in the crossfire here.
In any case, that just leaves you. It's time for us to settle things.
You still want to do this?
Of course. Brace yourself.
Well, he's got a weapon. Should we use a weapon?
No, maybe not. This is not going to be fun, is it? Oh, I refuse for him to get my first game over with this dude. What's the fighting dude from Avatar? You mean Aang? I don't know, is the answer. But I get the distinct feeling that this is not going to be easy. Might be a case that I'm just gonna have to cheese it. Get Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Blu-ray on your list so you can fall in love with Lucy like the rest of us gonks. I thought Cyberpunk Edge Runners was streaming exclusive to Netflix and I refuse to buy Netflix. Are you telling me there's a Blu-ray? If there's a Blu-ray, I'm getting it and I'm putting it on my server. I might even add it to the Anime Watch Along or something. I don't know. Assuming the Anime Watch Alongs are ever made public again. I don't know, but I'm not the man to ask about that one. I also had an idea the other day while at work. I have recently got working a Super Mario World AI. Basically machine learning. So an AI tries to play Super Mario World. And I'm half tempted to use one of the side accounts I've got, maybe Spiznet, to basically just stream the computer playing Super Mario World. The problem is, though, it has an unfortunate tendency of locking itself to two-player mode and soft. Well, it basically accesses two-player mode and then manages to soft lock itself. So I might have to wait till it's a generation high enough that it doesn't keep doing that. You can get it on Blu-ray. It is on eBay from what I can see, but it could be fake, so I don't know. Apparently you can. Alright, I'm tempted. I'm kind of tempted. I am defeated. You are a formidable opponent. If my eyes do not deceive me, you seem to be an old hand at competitive events like this.
I wouldn't go that far.
I need to be modest. Now I am a master of the Hoshin spearmanship. It does me no favors when one who has bested me belittles himself.
Sorry.
Nicely handled, Shineda-san.
Been a while. It feels like an age since I've got to do the Kiryu voice. I'm going to savor every moment of this.
Nicely done, Shineda-san.
Huh? You wouldn't lose Victory Road, people.
There is no longer anyone in this town who can compete with you. You have earned a place in the Victory Road finals.
Me?
Indeed. It will take place in an underground coliseum where all the strongest fighters end up. Head there once the finalists have been decided.
The underground Coliseum? Where would I find that?
In one of the country's greatest pleasure quarters. Fate is a way of bringing the most powerful fighters there.
No, it's all helpful.
Congratulations, Shineda-san. But I haven't given up yet either. Yeah, I intend to gain entry into the Victory Road finals, no matter how long it takes. Next time we meet, you won't get off so easily. My spear will be sharper and land heavier.
You'll have to go easy on me then.
I'll look for a link and you can judge for yourself. Fair enough.
Sorry, give me a minute.
So, it officially doesn't ship until October of this year, so Merry Christmas!
Awesome. Why have I suddenly got two things?
Oh dear. Right, anyway, I'll get to that later. It's Kenichiko qualifiers. Congratulations on passing the qualifiers. The Victory Road finals will be held in a certain pleasure quarter once the qualifiers in each city have been completed. Well, if I play my cards right, we'll get them all completed by the time we get to the finale. Wait, no, I've already completed all of them. There we go, problem solved. Huzzah. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Nobody saw that. Also... Oh, we also leveled up.
Neat.
You can get the Japanese release now as Aniplex release that that is what it says on eBay. That's fine. I'll wait for the dub. I prefer my anime dubbed because I don't like to. I kind of don't. Well, I just prefer not to sit there staring at subtitles, to be honest. Oh, extend the time you're invulnerable. Right, I can't upgrade heat any further, but I can increase my evasion, my light speed catch. I'm going to go with the enhanced evasion, I'm sorry. Evasion, even. Right, we've got one more thing we can level up before the finale. It comes with English audio. Oh, well, that's fair enough then. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, how did I manage to... There we go. So give me a second. There. Cool. Right, where are we? What are we doing? And how far have we gotten? I was tempted to say, oh, well, we'll do some story now, but instead I'm going to spend some tickets at this woman with the magic wheel of magic, and then find a save. Oh, Lord, this is so janky. Oh, good, I've got pocket tissue. You might be sat there wondering, Ezio, why are you bothering with this stupid thing when you've already got the completion point for it? It is a good and valid question. The reason I'm bothering with it is I may get the opportunity of winning some rare crafting components that I need for the weapon crafting. Might be just in time for Phantom Liberty. I still haven't decided whether it's going to be Phantom Liberty or Spyro 2. That's the thing. Those are the two currently on the list. At the moment, I freely admit I'm leaning more towards Phantom Liberty because I'm kind of curious to see what the world of Cyberpunk's become after Cyberpunk have put all the patches in place. But at the same time, a short game kind of feels quite nice in comparison. Traumatic memory unlocked. Is that because of Cyberpunk, or is that because of me playing this stupid lottery game? Right. Yeah, I haven't decided. Like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards Cyberpunk, and then we'll do Spyro 2 before we do Yakuza 6. Because Yakuza 6 is supposedly the end of Kiryu's story. I know it isn't the end because we have plenty of Kiryu after it. But I'm not sure. This lottery abomination. I freely admit this lottery is awful. I've got multiple tickets and I literally have to just do it spinning round at a time. 10 to 15 hours at most. Add probably about another 10 hours onto that because of Ezio time, and also consider that when we do it, I'm also doing the secret ending of. I'm going to redo the secret ending of Cyberpunk after we've done the DLC because I'm desperate to get the good end. I'm desperate to get the secret ending of Panam. We've got some super resilient resin. Oh, good. My dreams have all come true. Well, I'm certainly going to be able to sell a lot of pocket tissues at the pawn shop, aren't I? Oh, it's a blue one. I've got a small motor. I'm sure that's going to come in handy at some point down the line. Oh, good. That's the last prize ticket. And it's a We've successfully won a large blow-up doll. Marvelous. That's certainly something you want in a raffle to, you know, advertise your city. Oh dear. You have Botw Jokers to find too. Oh, do I? Marvellous. Right. Where am I on the map? I am here. Where are we going? We're going to find a save point is what we're doing. Well, so in terms of items, what have we got? I've got a gold plate and a child of GuardEzio. Right, let's do some tidying up of the inventory as well while we're at it. So we can get rid of that, that, and that. And we can also get rid of that. And I am going to pick up... Ooh, do we have any stamina royales? No. But we've got a couple of stamina X's, so I'm going to get that. Actually, I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to get another stamina X. Works for me. Best scavenger hunts, you get a picture of the Joker. Find that Joker in Night City somewhere. You do realise it's me. I'm probably just going to use a guide for it. I'm not Pirate Software. I'm not going to pretend that I'm like some big brain, I figured this all out myself. I literally have an emote for using the Oracle. I will, literally on stream, just say, I don't know where this is, to the Oracle. And that's it. We go to the Oracle and figure it out. I used a guide. I did get a couple of them. I occasionally get a few things that I figured out myself, but I make no qualms about using a guide. Why reinvent the wheel? It's probably, I'd say it's my upbringing. It's basically been ingrained in me since college. I just use a guide. Why reinvent the wheel when I spend hours struggling when I can use a guide? I know some people enjoy that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing people who want to figure it out for themselves. All the power to you, my friends. I'm not one of those people. I'm not like you. I am just going to use the guide so we can keep things moving. We keep the flow going. Simple as that. Like HGV drivers. You just keep the flow going. And that's it. Occasionally, I freely admit, the flow gets slightly interrupted by a rhythm game of some description, because I seem to be addicted. But most of the time, I try to keep the flow going. I mean, look at this evening. We finished the hostess. We finished the Victory Road. We now have nothing left on the map. So next time, we're going to have to do the story. But before then, we're going to have to save the game. Otherwise, I've completely wasted 3 hours of everyone's time. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the game. Saving. Save complete. Saving. Save complete. And that, we will continue this next time. Oh man, gotta wait till Thursday. Yes, I'm afraid so. But on the upside, we should... Oh, I forgot to switch the console over. There we go. On the upside, I do believe that I am free for every Saturday moving forward until the 16th of August, where I'm not here. So awesome. Oh, bother. No, don't do that. There we go. So yes, so every Thursday and Saturday there'll be a stream schedule put on the Discord and the various social medias anyway. But there we have it, another evening of Yakuza 5 done and dusted. We've finished the hostess. We've finished the stupid Victory Road thing that's probably going to turn out to be the most massive pain in the backside imaginable when we get to the finale. But we've done that. So yes, you like rhythm games? Yakuza 5 is for you. Oh, Addy. 80, sorry, A-I-D-Y, sorry, I completely misread that. 80, trust me. We have karaoke, which I freely admit I'm addicted to. And we've got the drum rhythm game. I'm more than happy to just sort of wander off every so often and play those just for the sake of playing. I don't know if there's any other rhythm games. I've not encountered any, I don't think so. But anyway, yes, I'm very much enjoying those. Well, very much enjoyed them. We've done all the completion for them. No, we haven't actually. We've got to do one more thing for the karaoke, which is Haruka, I think. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. But anyway, yes, there we have it. Another evening of Yakuza done. Next time, unfortunately, we have no choice but to do the story.
Dun dun dun!
I know. Sad as it is, we have no choice but to do the story. So, it is what it is. I've ran out of random, superfluous nonsense to do. We've done all of the leveling bits and pieces for... not Akiyama. Shineda. There we go. It took me a moment. We've got the leveling bits and pieces done for Shineda. We've got to get him to level 20, but I suspect we'll get to the end of that by the end of the story because we've still got his story missions to do and the final few sub-stories to do. We've done all of his side content as far as I can tell, apart from... Well, we've still got his weapon levels to do, which we've done a good chunk of them, but we've still got plenty of that to do. So yeah, we'll probably get Shineda to level 20 by the end of it. We've still got his weapons to level, but we're not going to worry about them until we get to the finale, where we unlock all of the weapons. So we actually have a pathway to get all of the weapon skills maxed out, because I'm clearly insane and going to max out all the level skills, all the weapon levels, even weapon skill levels. We've still got a long way to go. We've not even got to the finale yet, and then I suspect Kamurocho is going to have its entire slew of other things, and we've still got the Amon fights as well, so... But there we go. Thanks for the stream, dude. Hey, cheers, Spud. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. But there we go. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Ezio. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you enjoyed what you saw, well, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that follow button, but the decision will always be yours. If you ever want to catch me live, you can find me right back here on twitch.tv/GuardEzio on Thursday at 7:30 UK time, as we continue to travel through the world of this fantastic game. And hey, if you've missed any of these streams, really? You're really redeeming that now? Okay. So, as we sit here, at the end of the stream, as I tell you about all of these important things, we must remember, of course, the most important of them all. We must remember the words of the great noble prophet Gary, who we hope to see once more when we venture into the realms of Phantom Liberty. The man of beanbags and bin bags and beanies and cats who stands amongst the glorious vending machines of Night City, who bequeathed to us the grand and glorious truth. We must pause and contemplate the noble words that he says through his sermon. We must remember the great and powerful techno-necromancers, the vampiric overlords, but also the werewolf minions who are currently, so I hear, weaseling their way through the undercity of Kamurocho, stopped only by the glory of Majima, the mad dog of Shimono, or so I hear. Apparently he's dead at the moment. No, not really, because he turns up to be a pirate in Hawaii. But we will continue through no less, for the words have been redeemed. Or rather, the words have been unlocked. The great, the glorious words. The words that recede through time and space, that even the Doctor may turn in fear of them. The words. The glorious words. The mighty words. The words. The words of Alpha. Alpha Centauri. There we go. Right. Hello. That's not the right button. There we go. The entire outro's been derailed now. Anyway, where was I with all of that? Yes. If you've enjoyed, well, I've already covered most of it, but if you've missed any of these streams, if you want to catch up with any of our journey into the world, into the realm of the Vortex so far, you can find all of these uploaded to the YouTube archive, linked in the panels down below, containing playlists of every game, every journey, as I call them, that we've ever been on here on this channel. I think that's everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you. Be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey this evening. Thank you for joining me as we've traveled through the world of this fantastic game. And most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me here on the channel. That means the world. It always will do. And it always does. Now, let us see if we have enough to pay the good vibes forwards. Not really. I might give a quick look to the raid list though, just to see if there's anyone currently live, but dubious. They have to be of high standing for me to throw a raid over them that's this small. I see a Turbo Drive live, currently live. Which means, yeah, we'll throw a raid over to good old Turbo. Who's currently playing Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, a game I hope to cover on the channel at some point. So with that said, with that done, to each and every one of you, may you all have a beautiful evening, morning or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole wide world you are, and as always, until our paths next cross again, the Vortex awaits. And I'll see you all next time.